How can a penalty kick affect a country's economy? Friends, let's be honest. Who among us hasn't felt like our entire world collapsed after a missed goal in a national team match? Those who see football as nothing more than 22 people chasing a ball around a field will probably realize after this video that football is far more than just a simple game. Because on that green field, at that little white penalty spot, a missed penalty doesn't just break the hearts of millions of fans. It can literally shake gigantic stock markets controlled by businessmen in skyscrapers thousands of miles away from the stadium. Yes, a single shot taken by a football player can mean money disappearing from the pockets of investors who don't even care about football. In the world of finance, this phenomenon has a mysterious name: the World Cup effect. So let's put aside the excitement we usually associate with football and take a closer look at the billion-dollar financial earthquake happening behind the scenes. Now, some of you may be thinking, come on, it's just a game. The economy is a massive system. How could one match possibly matter? Honestly, that was my reaction too when I first heard about it. But the science behind it is surprisingly serious. Economists have examined every major World Cup tournament and carefully analyzed the stock markets of countries eliminated from the competition. The results are astonishing. On the first trading day after a country's elimination, its national stock market loses an average of 0.5% to 1% in value. And don't underestimate 1%. In a stock market worth hundreds of billions of dollars, a 1% decline means hundreds of millions of dollars disappearing overnight. What's even more fascinating is that this effect becomes much stronger in countries where football is practically a religion: England, Brazil, France, Spain, Argentina, and many others. So why does this happen? Why would company shares fall simply because a football team loses? The answer is surprisingly emotional: collective psychology. Stock markets are not controlled by robots. They are driven by human beings just like us. When a country is knocked out of a tournament, a cloud of disappointment settles over society. People go to work feeling depressed. Motivation drops. Productivity decreases. Most importantly, people lose their willingness to spend money, take risks, and look positively toward the future. Investors become pessimistic. They start thinking, the market is probably going to perform badly anyway, and begin selling their stocks. Cafes become emptier. Consumers who were spending heavily during the tournament suddenly hit the brakes. In other words, a defeat on the football field slowly spreads through the entire economy, creating a small but measurable economic slowdown. And this is exactly why there is one organization that wants to make this machine even bigger and earn billions from it. FIFA. Have you noticed that the 2026 World Cup will feature 48 teams and 104 matches? Do you know why? Because more matches mean a bigger financial pie. More games mean billions of additional viewing hours, endless advertising opportunities, greater sponsorship revenues, more merchandise sales, and of course, a massive increase in consumer spending. Today, an ordinary World Cup final ticket may start at around $700, while luxury hospitality packages can easily exceed $10,000. Football is no longer simply a game played on a field. It has become a giant financial machine that transforms the emotions of billions of people into cash. And that's the fascinating reality. The next time your national team gets eliminated and you find yourself staring at the television in disappointment, remember that somewhere in the background, your country's stock market may be experiencing a much larger shock. So what do you think? Is it normal for a football match to influence an entire country's economy and stock market? Or is this simply an exaggerated psychological illusion created by the financial world? Let's discuss it in the comments. I'd really like to hear your theories. And if you enjoy these hidden stories where football, economics, and human psychology intersect, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. In the next episode, we'll continue turning over the other side of the coin. Take care, and see you next time.